Hello there you guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be officially updating you on some more current and latest news. Now I'm just going to talk a little bit to you guys today about Chelsea Football Club. I'm going to talk to you about Chelsea. Now, obviously, Conte, wasn't clearly satisfied with, Chelsea's window in August. And now Conte is looking for someone in attack, and he's looking for someone to partner up with Alvaro Morata, as he tried doing in the August window. I think he's got a few players on his radar to try and get someone up front with Alvaro Morata, because clearly he's not satisfied. He thinks he's lacking in that, especially in that attacking areas. Conte, he's got a few targets that he wants to maybe go for in January. Conte, but Chelsea, I think they've still got Morata out. I think they've still got Kante injured as well. We know in August, they were heavily linked with the likes of Alexis Sandro, Jamie Vardy. They were linked with him. They were linked with a few other players as well, but Chelsea have not got the depth and quality as like Manchester United and Manchester City have got this season. Conte's in a 3-year deal. He's in his second year of his 3-year deal is Conte as well. So I'm going to be discussing with you guys today. Now, Chelsea may go for Jamie Vardy in January because they're looking to offload one of their players in January, Chelsea, and they are looking to replace that current player up front. So he did get Morata, but I think he wants someone to partner up with Morata as well. But Jamie Vardy has been mentioned. Chelsea had been linked with him during the current window, the current Leicester City player. Chelsea had been linked to him during the window. They were very, very interested in Jamie Vardy, who has been at Leicester now. I think this is its fifth or sixth season in the process now with Leicester City. We know he's a very, very good player. He's won the Premier League with Leicester. He's won the Championship with Leicester. He's won PFA Team of the Year. He's won Players Player of the Season as Jamie Vardy. He's made 113 appearances in the Premier League and scored 47 goals as Jamie Vardy. In the process as well, when we know he scores goals, we know he's broken records as Jamie Vardy. He risen up the ranks. In the non-league did Jamie Vardy as well. But he was released at the age of 16 by Sheffield Wednesday. He went to Stockbridge for 3 years. He got into the first team in 2007. He spent 3 years there, and then he went to the likes of Halifax Town. I think it was Halifax. Yes, it was Halifax Town. I think in his first season with Halifax Town, he scored 25 goals as well. Did Jamie Vardy. Also won Players Player of the Year award there. So he did very, very well in the non-league. And then he went to Fleetwood Town. He scored 31 goals with Fleetwood Town in his first season as well. So he's risen up the ranks fantastically well in non-league. And then Leicester had purchased him from Fleetwood for just £1 million for Jamie Vardy. And I think he has been at Leicester since I think it's since 2012 now. Jamie Vardy has been there. So Chelsea may show their interest in him in January. It also reported Everton had interest in him. They'd approached his representatives. Obviously, Chelsea did business with Leicester. They have done business with Leicester, in the last couple of years. Obviously, they got the pursuit of Danny Drinkwater. They got the pursuit of Conte a couple of years ago as well from Leicester City. But obviously, we know Leicester are struggling this season. We know. Leicester are struggling this season. I think they're struggling. Yes, they are struggling. They've just had Craig Shakespeare sacked as well. Also, they had obviously Ranieri went before as well. So Leicester, are having problems at the current moment. But it's been reported in ESPN that Chelsea may go for Jamie Vardy in January. As well, but he scores goals. As I said, he's broken records as Jamie Vardy as well. But yeah, cut into the chase now, as I did update you earlier on about the situation with the Harry Kane situation. Who else? With the Christian Eriksen situation. As I said, apparently Barcelona, well, it's obviously we know Real Madrid are actually interested in Harry Kane, and apparently they could use Rashford as a plan B and an alternative if they do not get the pursuit of Harry Kane. As I've updated you on quite a few occasions, but it did report the other day that Barcelona had actually sent Barcelona had sent scouts to go and watch Harry Kane and Eriksen in action at the Bernabeu when Real Madrid played Tottenham the other night. So apparently Barcelona may show an interest in Eriksen as an alternative, obviously if they don't get the pursuit of Philippe Coutinho in the window. So apparently Ronaldo said he doesn't want Harry Kane at Real Madrid. He likes to play but doesn't want him there. He said he does want Rashford at Real Madrid, does Cristiano Ronaldo. But as I was saying, yeah, Real Madrid have showed interest in Harry Kane and said he will not come cheap. As I do keep it saying, he won't come cheap. Be probably worth more than Neymar now, will Harry Kane. You know, he's won the Golden Boot last couple of years. Best Premier League striker in the Premier League for me, without a doubt, is Harry Kane. Him and Lukaku are the two best strikers in the Premier League. Won Golden Boot last couple of years. Hit over a century of goals now in all competitions now for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club as Harry Kane. He has also... you know, he made his debut back in 2011 against Hearts in the Europa League. He's won PFA, he's won Player of the Month, as he did in September as well. He's just a fantastic aerial threat, is Harry Kane, but he's not ruled the Spurs exit out, as I said. But as I said, if Real Madrid are willing to go for him, because Real Madrid have done business with Tottenham in the past, you know, they've got the likes of Bale off them, Modric off them, and even if Real Madrid are that desperate that they do want to get Harry Kane in, even Real Madrid could offload one or two of their players if they can try and get them suit of Harry Kane, because a cash-only deal, if Real Madrid were to put, if he was available, he cost like £200 million Kane, but if Real Madrid were actually to go in there with just a cash-only deal, and Tottenham were willing to offload him for any price at all, it'd be probably about £200 million, but obviously Tottenham don't want to lose the player in the process, but he has done very, very well. But apparently if they don't get the pursuit, obviously, you know, Real Madrid clearly wasn't satisfied with their window. You know how much of a big club they are, fantastic history, good fan base, just like, you know, United, you Bayern Munich and stuff. Not satisfied with the window, Real Madrid, and Ronaldo's explained this situation, so they could now use actually Marcus Rashford as a plan B, but I really hope not, because I just don't think Rashford's going to go. He's been playing since he was 7 years old. I don't think Mourinho's going to be prepared to do any business of Marcus Rashford going to Real Madrid. Marcus Rashford has been very, very good on that left-hand side for this year. 53 goals and 53 appearances, and about 12, 13 goals for Marcus Rashford. But yeah, good, strong, quick, good in the air. Very, very generous on the left-hand side. He's Rashford. Made a massive improvement from last season. He did very, very well, you know, after Zlatan Ibrahimovic's injury. You know, he progressed well towards the end of the season. But him and Martial, especially this season, have done absolutely fantastic. Manchester United, as I said, he's got good records as Marcus Rashford. We know he's scored goal. We know he's got a good record. You know, scoring on his Champions League debut against Basel, scoring on his Europa League debut, scoring in his Premier League debut twice against Arsenal. You know, scoring on his League Cup debut. You know, and you know, scoring on his international debut as well. Back in 2016 for England as well, Marcus Rashford. But if he was available for any price, he will not come cheap either. Would Marcus Rashford, because you know the way he's performing. I think he's in the same level now as Mbappe. I'm going to be quite honest. I think he's on the same level as Mbappe. And, you know, the likes of Usain Dembele, I think Rashford is on that level now, or he's progressing towards that level. But I just don't see Man United willing to offload Rashford. Man United will not will to offload Antonio Martial as well. So that's what you got to take some consideration. Right? So Barcelona apparently may be interested in Christian Eriksen, because it did say they were scouting Kane and Christian Eriksen. Christian Eriksen's a Tottenham midfielder, as I said, he's an ex-Ajax player. He made his, what was it? I think, yeah, he made his international debut for Denmark in March 2010. Also the youngest player to play in the FIFA World Cup in 2010 in South Africa, Christian Eriksen. Christian Eriksen for Tottenham has made 142 appearances. He's scored for 142 appearances. He scored 34 goals in the process as well. He's won the likes of your Danish Football of the Year, Tottenham Player of the Year award. You know, he's won quite a few stuff as Eriksen, and he does look a very, very good player. Obviously won titles as well with Ajax. Tottenham have purchased him for just over £11 million back in 2013, so he has been at Tottenham now about 5 years. But I said Pochettino's a good manager. Tottenham are a very, very consistent team, as they have been for, you know, for the last 2-3 years. Tottenham have been very, very good, and they're doing very well. They're doing well in the Champions League so far. You know, they're doing well in the Champions League, getting a draw against Real Madrid. I predicted Spurs to lose that, to be quite fair, with the class that Real Madrid have got. But that didn't happen, guys. That did not happen, and Spurs have done very, very well so far this season. But yeah, we will see what happens about that. But obviously, we know that Barcelona still got that main interest in Philippe Coutinho. I think Barcelona are going to go for him in January. Obviously, they've got alternatives as well. Barcelona go for him in January. He's now made over a century appearances now for Liverpool as a Philippe Coutinho. He's still got a 5-year deal with the club, ex-Inter Milan, ex-Espanyol player. We know he didn't feature much at the beginning of the season due to his back injury. Philippe Coutinho, had a back injury, so he missed about first 5 games to the start of the season. Coutinho, with his current injury. We know obviously Barcelona didn't get a deal over the line back in August due to that. Liverpool owners, Liverpool board, Jurgen Klopp were not willing to do any business. They were not willing to accept any bids off Barcelona. But for me, Liverpool should have sanctioned him off because they would have raised a lot of money in the process, and they would have been able to get them players that they wanted to get into the team. Did Liverpool Football Club, but never materialised. So I think Barcelona may go for him in January in the process. That's what I think as well. But he's come one of the most creative, agile midfielders as Philippe Coutinho in the process. So yeah, what else was I going to update you on now? I've just forgot. And yes, I was gonna. What was I saying now? And yes, I think Arsenal are still going to go in for Lamar in January. As I said, if Arsenal come up with a lot of money for Lamar in January, I think he may leave Monaco. As the president confirmed about Thomas Lemar, that I do think he will leave Monaco. Whether it's January, whether it's next summer, but the president said he's likely to leave next summer. He said Arsenal, Liverpool were interested. He says Arsenal were closest, but he did say Lamar did want to make the move to the Premier League. Arsenal had 2 bids rejected. Liverpool had a couple of bids rejected for the player. But for me now, no. For me, I think he'll go next summer unless Arsenal come up with a staggering amounts of money in January. Then Lamar may make the move. Scored 14 goals, 17 assists last season for Liverpool Football Club. Not Liverpool, Monaco. Monaco, he scored 14 goals, 17 assists last season in 55 appearances, did Lamar. I think this is his 3rd season in the process. He's an ex-champ player where he made 32 appearances, made his international debut in 2016 as well. Did Thomas Lemar. Can play anywhere in the centre. His passing ability is very good. His dribbling is very, very good. He can play anywhere in the middle. He can play anywhere on the left, Ken Lemar as well. But yeah, so I think Arsenal may go for him in January in the current process as well. But we know, so I still think, Sanchez is going to leave Arsenal in January. I still think, Ozil's going to go, he's going to leave Arsenal especially. Don't know where Ozil's going to be going. But I said Arsenal would rather cash in rather than let them go free next summer because Arsenal apparently now are trying to find a buyer for Mesut Ozil. They're trying to find a buyer because I think they've accepted that he's not going to be signing a new deal. Arsene Wenger said he wants to stay, he wants to sign a new deal. Hasn't signed this new deal yet. He did confirm the other week contract talks had stalled between the player, Arsenal, the player and his representatives. He's good at creating chances, he's good at providing assists. He has been linked with a move to Old Trafford because Jose Mourinho used to work with him at Real Madrid. He was there 3 years with Mesut Ozil. He made over century appearances there. He's made over century appearances for Arsenal. Won 3 FA Cups in 4 seasons. Mesut Ozil also was in the Bundesliga for 5 years. And he turned down £275,000 a week. He was demanding a higher wage. But no team apparently were prepared to pay this. Inter Milan have been interested in him as well. But for me, I don't know what's going to happen with him. Whether he'll go on a free next summer if he doesn't sign a new deal, which that doesn't look like it's going to happen. Whether he'll go in January. I think at least one of them will go in January, so Arsenal at least will cash in on one player. Whether it's Sanchez or Ozil, if it's not both of them, I think he'll cash in on one of them at least in the January window. Will Arsene Wenger in the current process as well. But as I was saying, Sanchez is going to definitely go. We know Arsenal have had a few players on their radar. I do think Sanchez is going to go. I think City are going to get him on the cheap for 20 million in January. Arsenal could have got 50, 60 million pound for him towards the end of the window. So they generated more money. So they'll probably get less money offered to him in January than initially they did from City in August, which was 50-60 million pound. But obviously, Arsenal couldn't find that replacement. This is why they didn't want to offload Alexis Sanchez. You know, he's now made over a century appearances for Arsenal Football Club, 24 goals last season. And loads of teams have been interested in him, but I think City emerged in front runners because he was fantastic with Pep at Barcelona. Arsenal purchased him £35 million from Barcelona as well back in 2014. He's won 3 FA Cups in 4 seasons. We know he was demanding a higher wage. Arsenal weren't willing to pay this. And and he said he wants Champions League football. This is what he explained in the August window. So yeah, I do definitely think Alexis Sanchez is going to definitely go. There's been rumours of him maybe coming to move to Man United. Not going to happen. So I think City are going to get him in the mix in January. That will be their main priority target in January. Will Alexis Sanchez, because he's not signed a new deal. He's coming to a conclusion of his deal. So too is Mesut Ozil in the process as well. So I think Sanchez is going to go. We know Arsenal have also been interested in Raheem Mahrez from Leicester City. As I said, a player that's made 111 appearances, scored 28 goals in the Premier League for Leicester City. He's an ex-Lee Harvey player, also played in the reserve team for Lee Harvey. Went in the first team as well with Lee Harvey. I think, he was there 3-4 years. He's been at Leicester. I think he's been at Leicester now about... I think this is his fourth. I think it's his 4th season now in the process with Leicester. He's Raheem Mahrez. He's won the PFA quite a few times. Yeah, he's won the PFA. He's won the PFA quite a few times as Mahrez. He's won Algerian Football of the Year. Made his international debut in 2014 for his international team. Did Raheem Mahrez, Algerian Football of the Year, PFA, Premier League with Leicester, Championship with Leicester, and Arsenal and Tottenham apparently have been interested in him as well. So Arsenal have eyed him as a replacement for Alexis Sanchez as well in the process. But yeah, we will see what happens. So what else am I going to explain to you now? Anything other transfer rooms to update you on? If I can have a think, I will update you on it right now. So yeah, guys, that's really about it. So drop your comments, likes below. So as I was saying about Jamie Vardy from Leicester City, and we know he's a player that released at 16 March of Wednesday. Went to Bridge, as I said, spent 3 seasons there, got into the first team in 2007. Went to his original ranks were non-league, and then he went to the likes of Halifax Town, the Players of the Year award there. Scored 25 goals in his debut season, with Halifax Town, and then went to Fleetwood Town, scored 31 goals in his first season there, and then Leicester, I think, had purchased him in 2012 for £1 million, but we know he scores goals. Vardy, he's broken records. He's won the Premier League with Leicester. He's won the Championship with Leicester. He's won the PFA quite a few times. He's won Players Player of the Season as Jamie Vardy. But Chelsea are looking to add more ranks into their attack and basically willing to offload a player. I can't pronounce his name. If I could pronounce it, I'd tell you. But they're looking to offload this player in January and try and get a replacement. Try and get some more character in their attack, because obviously Morata's injured. Basically, they wanted that in August. They wanted someone to partner up with Morata, did Chelsea, but it never ever materialised. And Conte was disappointed because that he missed out on a couple of his key targets that he wanted to get in the current window as well. So anyway, guys, that is actually everything to update today. Drop your comments, likes below on my video, subscribe to my channel as always, and take it easy, guys. I'll see you all later on. Bye.